What if I told you that the victim drama triangle is destroying your productivity? So what is the victim drama triangle? By the end of this video, you will know exactly what it is, and you will also have an understanding of the issues that it brings about so you can deal with them and become more productive in your life. What's up, it's Gene, this word to be great, and I'm here to help you go from feeling worthless to worthy so you can be more productive in your life. So what is the victim drama triangle? Well, let me show you on the screen. So the victim drama triangle has three parts to it: the rescuer, the prosecutor, and the victim. So what I'm going to do is go in depth with all three parts. As I'm doing so, I want you to think about your own life and if you can see yourself in the parts as I've discussed them. The first part is the rescuer. This the enabler. When I was in college, I used to have this teammate and he would never prepare for the writing assignments that we had. And I felt bad for this guy. I used to think to myself, man, this guy's come from a tough background, poor guy, I want to help him. I want to do everything I can so he can be successful. So he will procrastinate to the night before we had to write a paper, and then he would come to my dorm room. And I was the type of guy, I wanted to help everybody. So I would stay with him all night, writing the paper, editing the paper, so we can make sure he could turn it in on time. But when I was doing that, what I realized is that because I was being this rescuer, I was enabling his procrastination. It was causing me to be late with my own assignments, and it was hurting my productivity. So what I eventually had to do, I had to sit my teammate down and say to him, listen, man, I can't help you with your papers no more. When you have a month to do the paper like I do, you need to start preparing for it. I'm not finna wait to the last minute with you to help you with your paper. So from this point on, if you're not prepared to turn your paper in, you're just gonna fail. And because I did that, it freed me from helping him and it stopped hurting my productivity. See, you probably somebody right now, you are a rescuer. You are enabling somebody in your life. They come to you with their issues, their problems. And instead of you focus on your own productivity, you're stopping the things you know you need to do and you're helping them, and it's caused you to destroy your own productivity. So if you want to start being more productive in your life, it's time to take your power back today and tell the person that you're no longer going to be the person that's going to be solve their problems. Instead, you're going to let them do so, and that will help you to start being more productive in your life. If you're having a hard time overcoming your victim mentality and you really want to do so because you want to be more productive in your life, I want to encourage you to put productivity below or send me an inbox, and I would like to do a free 60-minute call with you to talk to you about my Word to Be Great productivity coaching program. We'll discuss your victim mentality issues and see if the program is a fit for you. 2, prosecutor. So the prosecutor is when a person is very judgmental. They're always criticizing others. I know I've been a prosecutor in my life a lot of times with people, and I also had to deal with them. 7 years ago, when I first started shooting video on Instagram, this guy used to come to my inbox and he used to always send me these long, disrespectful messages. He would say to me, you sound like an idiot on video. You look stupid. Your hands are going all over the place. You cannot speak well. And he would do this all the time, and it lasted for over a year. Now, normally I would just ignore the inbox. I wouldn't pay attention to it. I would see the messages and I wouldn't respond. But one day I was sitting down and I saw one of his messages, and I said to myself, you know, this guy got a lot of time on his hands. Why is he always sending these messages? So I decided to message this hater back, and I said, listen, man, you've been sending these messages for over a year. Why are you doing so? What is it about me that's just driving you crazy? And then he said in the message, and this really opened up my eyes. He said, you know, Gene, first of all, I'm shocked that you sent a message back. But he said, I'm going to be real with you, man. You're doing everything I want to do. You're shooting videos, you know, you're inspiring people. I want to do that, but I'm afraid. And I sent him a message back. I said, you spent over a year and a half judging me, criticizing me, and you could have spent that time being productive in your own life by shooting your own videos. See, some of you are just like him. You have something you want to do, but you're spending your time judging others, criticizing others, and it's destroying your productivity. I know I've done that many times in my life with other people, and what I realized, it got me nowhere. So I want to encourage you, if you're somebody and you are spending your time being a prosecutor, you're judging others, you're criticizing others, to stop doing so and start focusing on your own productivity. Because I guarantee you, when you start focusing on your own productivity, then you will become more productive in your life. 3, the last part of the victim drama triangle is the victim. I talk about this in my book, Word to Be Great, that I had a homeboy who had an uncle that one day we went to my friend's house and his uncle was there, and we got in a conversation with him. He was almost 50 years old, and he looked at all of us and he said, you know, guys, you know, because you boys growing up without a daddy, you're most likely gonna be on Cops. Now, for you all that don't know, Cops was a very popular show in the 90s, and the show had a theme song that went like this: bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? And they showed the cops going in all these hoods, arresting people. And you used to always see all these neighborhoods on cops that were not that far from me. So when my friend uncle told us that, I believed him because I didn't have a dad at home. My friends didn't have a dad at home. So I believed within myself. My life was hopeless. I wasn't going to be successful. I had a low self-worth because I was going to be on Cops. So one day I was talking to my neighbor, Mr. John. And he was a guy who used to go over and cut his grass. And right after I cut his grass and we were sitting in his house, he just paid me. We was watching a basketball game. He looked at me and said, "Hey, Junior, man, what you want to be when you grow up?" I said, "It don't matter because I'm going to be on Cops anyway." He said, "What you mean? You want to be a cop?" I said, No. I ain't got no dad at home. I'm going to be on Cops." He said, "Boy, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard." "Who told you that?" I said, "My friend uncle said that because we ain't got no dad at home, we going to all end up on Cops." He said, "Boy, that's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard. That man is a fool." He said, "Junior, there are countless of men who have became massively successful and they didn't have a daddy at home. You can be anything you want to be, Junior, if you work hard, you keep hitting them books, and you stay focused. You can achieve anything you want in life." And I walked out of Mr. John's house and I believed him. And I've always remembered those words of wisdom. And he was right. Despite me not having a dad at home, I became successful. And some of you guys right now, you have believed some negative thing somebody told you about your circumstance, about who you are. But if you want to overcome that victim mentality, you have to make up your mind that despite your circumstances, despite your setbacks of who you are, you can be successful in your life. So I want to encourage you to look at this victim drama triangle and ask yourself, what areas dominate my life? Am I allowing myself to be the rescuer? Am I allowing myself to be the prosecutor? Am I allowing myself to be the victim? Because whatever area that is dominating your life, if it's 1, 2, or all 3, you're going to have to deal with them. Because if you don't, the victim drama triangle will continue to destroy your productivity. So make up your mind today that you're going to take control of your life. You're going to deal with the victim drama triangle because you are worthy to be great. If you like this video, I want to ask you to like and share this video. Also, hit that bell so anytime I post a new video, you're notified.